Minnesota State University Moorhead, the Dragons Digital Network, Dragon Athletics, and Go Team Productions presents Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons basketball. Tonight, the Dragons will play Concordia St. Paul, a little north-south here on a chilly January weekend. And good Friday afternoon to you, and welcome inside Alex Nemzicall in Moorhead. My name's Steve DeStacio. As always, it's my privilege to be with you alongside my guy, former Dragon great Jared Bledsoe. We're going to flip things around just to keep you on your toes here. We're going to go men first and then women the rest of the year. That was something that was decided a couple years back. So here are the Dragon men. Boy, did they recover well after their loss to Northern State. Back on the winning track, winning 2 in a row. Pretty veteran team.
Yes, lost by 1 last time we saw them here at this venue. Excited to see them back at home.
Okay, I got to ask you as a former player. Dragons, number 23 in the country and sole possession of first place. They're playing a team that's in last in the South, down there in the standings. How do you stay focused?
Obviously, you got to do the things you do well. Come focused from top to bottom and have some fun.
Even though Concordia St. Paul's got a pretty special player?
Absolutely. They have a special player, and we're going to take a look at this young man right now. Antoine Kimmins, third in the league in scoring 21 points per game, can get it done, shooting over 54% from the field. The Dragons can do a solid job on him as he's not knocking down the threes, but he is able to rebound. And one young man has done a phenomenal job for the Dragons, Gavin Baumgartner, averaging over 13 points. Knocking down shots for the Dragons as well. These two players we want to keep an eye on, Steve.
And Diamond the Ball, players to watch, presented by Matt Buss. There's Matt Fletcher. Boy, was he a good basketball player at Southwest Minnesota State. We will talk about him as the night go on. He's your Golden Bear top dog. And Tim Bergstrasser, you talk about two really good young coaches in the Northern Sun. Bergstrasser in his first year at MSUM. Your head coaches are presented by BSN. Let's stay on the B's and give me some Bledsoe bullets.
Yes, these Concordia Golden Bears must knock down the three, make it from deep, limit turnovers like any other team, and help Antoine. Obviously averaging 21 a game, only one other player in Skeets averaging double figures. But for the Dragons, team defense, the Dragons defense is phenomenal, only giving up 62 points per game, create turnovers. Obviously they get out in transition when they get those stops, and then show some depth. We talk about this bench. They can produce points, rebounds, and assists, and obviously add some energy on the defensive end.
Your MSUM Catering by Sodexo is your Bledsoe Bullet sponsor. The Dragons are in their white uniforms. Concordia is in their gold. Brian Anslinger, Brad Yorkovich, and Travis Gardner are your officials. Feels a little different, doesn't it, going men, women, but just like the players, we'll adjust.
We got to adjust. Good teams, good players adjust.
Dragons come out with the ball first.
Yes, Concordia, these Golden Bears come out matched up man-to-man. Benny Good, not able to connect.
Here comes Antoine Kimmins, number 11. Keep your eye on him. This is Sean Matthew out of New Orleans.
Dragons come out also matched up man-to-man.
Marcus Skeet. This is Kimmins. That's a quick first move.
Nice shifty move there.
Concordia starters at the bottom of your screen, presented by Brandfolk. Your MSUM starters are coming up. There they are. So Kimmins on the board early. 2-0 Concordia. Lorenzo McGee for the Dragons. Deep. Dragons on top.
Nice little hezzy pull up there from Zoe early.
So here comes Antoine Kimmins out of Tartan High School in St. Paul. It's a great program. Played 3 years at Northern Iowa, where he played in 62 games. Here's Matthew. Dribbling on Dane Zimmer all the way around and throws the ball away, and that's a turnover. Said the Dragons had to create some turnovers.
Yes, we talked about that. Dragon defense, that time causing that turnover.
Whomever came up with those Bledsoe bullets has to be a pretty bright person. Here come the Dragons. Zimmer up top. There's Gavin Baumgartner. Marcus Skeet defends, and this will be a fun one. Jaden Stanley Williams defended by Kimmins. Lorenzo McGee underneath, no. Rebound ripped down by Marcus Skeet. Last year, first in steals and assists. Oh, a little 4-on-4 matchup. Jacob Everson and Jacob Benninga going at it.
5-out offensive set here for the Golden Bears. 11, Kimmins not able to connect on that 3.
Jared, you happy tonight? Band's here?
I am ecstatic. I started to mention it earlier. The band is in the building.
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Okay.
They did the national anthem.
Hey, I adjust. I know you've been calling for him. John Grigsby out of Louisville, Colorado. Spent 2 years playing for the University of Wyoming. Tries a 3 and hits.
Nice rhythm shot there by Grigsby. Grigsby.
Here's Jaden Stanley Williams for the Dragons, double team.
Great outside defense there by Skeet.
So talk to next time down, I'll ask you. I'll ask you on the next possession what Concordia is doing, a quick double team. Either way, they get a turnover. The Dragons now 3rd in the nation. Fewest turnovers, now behind Winona State. Also Hillsdale out of Michigan. Up top, Grigsby dribbles in, and now Matthew. Open 12-footer off the back of the rim. Lorenzo McGee grabs the rebound. Up ahead it goes, Jaden Stanley Williams.
Nice find.
Whistle and a foul. Veteran Northern Sun official, Brad Yorkovich, calls Marcus Skeet for the game's first foul. Benega inbounds. Jaden Stanley Williams, an open 3.
Great find there by Jacob Benega. Said Stanley Williams up for his first 3 on the evening.
6-5. Dragons up. 3 minutes in. Sean Matthew all the way in.
Excellent read there, getting to the cup.
7-6. Here comes Jacob Benega. All this guy did was have 36 points last Saturday in an overtime victory at the University of Sioux Falls.
Great job there by Jacob, getting on the floor, saving this possession for the Dragons.
Somebody's got to be open. It's Jaden Stanley Williams.
Great ball movement there by the Dragons. And again, not giving up on that play was Benega.
His dad, Dean, is in the house. The Dean is here.
Dean is in the building.
Matthew from long range.
With the answer, keeping this ball game close.
10-9. We've already had, what, 6 lead changes? Uh-oh. Lorenzo McGee slipped. The last time we saw Lorenzo McGee slide his foot, Dragons were losing to Northern State Roy Grigsby, older brother of John. He played 3 years at Northern Colorado, so you got some guys who have some Division I experience, and now they have migrated to Concordia St. Paul. Everson around, a little motion, brings us back to the Stu Engen days. Matthew and Everson finding Kimmins. Matthew, Everson. Good ball movement. Dragons play some volleyball. Zimmer comes down with it. 10-9, Golden Bears on top. Here's Benega. Foul.
Nice job there by Benega.
Uh-oh, this is Marcus Skeet's second foul. Now watch out for these Golden Bears. They're down in the standings, right? Coming into tonight, 4-14 overall, 2-10. Only Concordia St. Paul overall in the NSIC. Your replay is presented by Midco as Benega misses his first try. Logan Kinsey comes in for the Dragons, 6'6" freshman from Blaine, Minnesota. And Ahmad El-Neal, 6'7" sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona, is in for Concordia St. Paul. Finish that thought in a moment as Benega makes 1 of 2, and we're level at 10. These Golden Bears, the last 3 times they beat the Dragons, they came in here with Mark said 1-11, 5-24. We did that game in the first round of the NSIC tournament when the Dragons went to the NCAAs and lost to East Central of Oklahoma. Concordia St. Paul was 2-20 in the league and beat the conference champion Dragons. A 6-14 Golden Bear team has also won recently over the Dragons. 12-10 as Kimmons scores inside.
Strong finish inside there by Kimmons. And that's part of playing in the NSIC. You just can't take a night off and just assume you're going to get the victory.
McGee. No.
The body's flying around there on that last possession.
This is an Ahmad El Neal foul, and all 3 fouls have been whistled against Concordia St. Paul. Lorenzo McGee to the free throw line after this timeout.
Riddle me this, with all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Making me hungry, Jared. Sponsored tonight, Papa John's, some downstairs. They have a special offer for you here in Fargo Moorhead. Use coupon code DRAGONS35 every day to get 35% off your entire order in the FM area. Papa John's, the official pizza vendor for the Dragons. That is Matt Fletcher. He played for Southwest right after you finished here at MSU Moorhead. This guy also coached at Bethany Lutheran. The last time this guy lost in this building was 16 years ago tonight.
Wow.
A 58-56 job to Stu Ingen and his MSU Moorhead Dragons. So Fletcher's 8-52 at Concordia. They won 1 game, 4. They got 4 or 3, now 4 so far this year. I like some of the talent on this team so far.
Yes, they definitely have some athleticism, size, and as you mentioned, couple guys with some D1 experience. So it's a matter of can you get some chemistry with these players.
Right. You want to use the transfer portal, right? I mean, you came in from D1 Tennessee Martin. You adjusted with your teammates.
Absolutely. Definitely one of the best decisions I've made.
McGee makes a pair. 12-12, second time we've been tied, 14:35 remaining here in the first half. Matthew. And Everson, now the guy you want to keep an eye on, one of our players to watch. Oh, Benega, 2 leading scorers going up against each other. Oh, what the 3. Little right hand, you see a smiling Antoine Kimmons trying to whack that bottle himself off the glass. McGee, oh, quick first step.
Nice move there by McGee, getting to the basket. Golden Bears looking to run. A little deflection there by the Dragons, and oh, wow.
Dane Zimmer comes back in. For the Dragons, Gabe Myron, 6'3 sophomore out of Blaine, Minnesota's in. And for Concordia, Caden Hoffman, number 35, is in, 6-foot junior out of Scottsdale, Arizona. He played 2 years at the University of South Dakota. Hello to his parents, Kara and Scott. I wonder if his dad Scott is why they named the town Scottsdale. You never know.
You never know. Nice rebound there by Zimmer. The interior pass. Kinsey on the finish. And again, we talked about this Dragon bench. Show some depth. Kinsey's definitely been a spark off the bench for the Dragons so far as we watch Kimmons continue to get in the lane. Drawing the foul there on Zimmer.
There's the Dragons' first foul. It's on Dane. Let's watch it again. Boy, this guy just has that quick acceleration.
Speed, yes. Real young player out there.
Like a NASCAR car, right?
Hit another gear, yeah.
And he makes his free throws. Matt Bus is a convenient, cost-effective way to get around town. For more information and to stay up to date on all future service changes, visit mattbus.com and follow Matt Bus on Facebook and Twitter.
I was going to say, if you're a young player out there, you see he doesn't have a ton of moves. I'm sure he has something in his bag. But just the change of speed so far this game, he's been able to get to the basket.
6 points so far for Antoine Kimmons, who, like Jared said, comes in third in the league, averaging 21 points per game. Only Matt Cartwright, who scored 45 last Saturday in the Dragons' victory out of Sioux Falls, and Jake Hilmer out of Upper Iowa averaged more. Benninga got a step.
Nice strong finish inside by Benninga with the left hand, extending this lead to 4.
18-14, and some Dragon football players are in the house. Good to see. Football players, bands, let's go. Foul. It's on Jacob Benninga. See, we finally got all the ingredients, Jared, right? Got the band, got the football players in the house. Now we only have 2 weekends left. Need to delay or have more games. Again, short jumper that Antoine Kimmons created just wouldn't fall for him. He's getting good shots, though.
Definitely get some shots to the basket. Would love to see his shot chart for the season as far as shots. I'm sure 75 to 80% of them have been in the paint.
We don't have that graphic available, at least not for now. We'll work on it, though.
We'll work on it. All right.
Jared Perry out of Surprise, Arizona. Attended Paradise Honors High School. Go Panthers. A Phoenix town that I was in last weekend. Gabe Myron, inside now.
Zimmer inside, muscling up. Great job there by Dane. Third offensive rebound in this game. He's strong inside.
You know why I was in Arizona last weekend?
Why was that?
Because my wife told me to.
Kimmons again inside.
8 for Antoine. Hello to my father and mother-in-law, Jerry and Sharon. Not watching tonight. Benninga. All the way in, couldn't score. Ahmad O'Neal out of Phoenix. He also played D1 at Utah Tech and St. George.
Okay.
Here's Caden Hoffman. Everson inside. And Jared Perry scored, and then one of the Golden Bears gets up slowly and limps off. It's Caden Hoffman. So Perry scores. Sean Matthew is back in, and Ian Sluice, number 3. 6'3" and sophomore out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. How about that shot as you see Jacob Benninga coming off the floor. Stanley Williams all the way in. Great defense that time. Did Jared Perry get a block? Here come the Golden Bears. El Neal. Inside, turnaround jumper, wouldn't go. And then Zimmer and McGee couldn't negotiate the ball. Baumgartner back in for the Dragons. Dragons 7 of 14 so far. Concordia 7 of 13. It had to be close to a 5-second call. Perry. And that ball goes out of bounds.
Yeah, nice active hands there by Gabe Myron. Over half. 10 of the Golden Bears' points have come in the paint. It'll be interesting to see the adjustment. Dragons try to pack it in.
There's an offensive foul whistled against Concordia St. Paul's Jared Perry. He becomes the second Bear with 2 fouls. 5 fouls on the Golden Bears, 2 on the Dragons. John Grigsby comes back in. The Dragons have on the floor Stanley Williams, Myron, Baumgartner, Zimmer, and McGee. 2018, Concordia hanging with the Dragons, who come into tonight 15-3, 10-2 overall, and ranked somewhere in the low to mid-20s, depending on what poll you follow. Those polls are all well and good, but there's one poll that matters, and that's the regional one at the end of the year. See if you make it to the playoffs. Or if you're the Dragons, you don't get ranked all year like they did last year, and you win the, that's out on Concordia, and you win the tournament. That's how you get in.
Automatic, well,
AQ.
Yeah,
Automatic qualifier.
Automatic qualifier bid. Solid job there by the Dragon defense again, something we wanted to keep an eye on.
Stanley Williams. McGee. Fade away. Yeah. How do you defend that?
Tough. I mean, just great body control there by McGee getting inside.
He's fading away. He's not going to his left. He's not going to his right. You can't go back with him. Tip your cap if you wear one. Kimmins. What I like about this Kimmins is he already Myron near steal. What I like about this Kimmins so far, unselfish, like there. And the running one-hander by El Neal.
There's a little floater there by El Neal off the baseline. And as you mentioned, Kimmins on the assist.
He can shoot it too, 5th in field goal percentage. Baumgartner hasn't shot yet. Myron. Zimmer cross court, McGee. Nope. Rebound taken down by Kimmins. Here come the Golden Bears with 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Kimmins slips, gets back up, shoots. No, great defense by Gabe Myron. It's a 5-on-4, the Dragons hurry. Back comes Kimmins defensively, Baumgartner. Shoots it over top of the 6'9" Grigsby, but couldn't score. Gavin had 32 last weekend, 18 in the victory over Southwest Friday, and 14 in the overtime victory over Sioux Falls on Saturday. Zimmer rebound. Myron with the ball. We play whistle free. 8:10 remaining in the first half. The Dragons lead it by a deuce. Women to follow. What used to be the best rivalry in the MSU. Stanley Williams has 8.
Nice real fadeaway jump shot there by Jaden Stanley Williams out of the corner. And again, these Golden Bears are hanging around on a 4-point ball game. Talked about the Dragon defense.
Sluice right through the wickets of Grigsby. Baumgartner up ahead, McGee. Stanley Williams for 3.
Stanley Williams.
We have a timeout with 7:20 remaining in the first half. Jaden Stanley Williams has 11. The Dragons lead by 7.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Dave Eggers for your personal price plan today.
Here are your standings presented by Richards Transportation. That's where you kind of like to see the Dragons if you're a Dragons fan. Best record in the Northern Sun, Concordia St. Paul at the bottom, 2-10, 4-14. You wouldn't be able to tell that one's in first and one's at Concordia always has been playing the Dragons tough here of late. 27-20 right now.
And right now, the difference in this ball game is points off of turnovers. Dragons have 7 points off turnovers. They have a 7-point lead in this ball game so far.
Is that one of your bullets?
Defense was definitely one of the bullets.
Okay. I'll let you slide with that.
I appreciate you letting me slide. Yeah,
Right,
Dragon defense.
It wasn't a hard no. Okay. I was going to say, maybe you should adjust your bullets. Skeet. No! Rebound taken down by McGee. Another one. Remember the Dragons in the first half against Northern? They had so many of their balls or their shots slide out. That's what's happening to Concordia right now. Baumgartner falls down. Benega scores his first 3 points of the game. Or I'm sorry, his first 3 of the game. Dragons all of a sudden have a 10-point lead.
Great find there by Baumgartner, setting Jacob up for another 3-pointer for the Dragons. Dragons are 4 of 9 behind that 3-point line so far.
Sluice scores. Ian Sluice averages 4.7 points per game. Benega all the way. That's a tough shot and it won't go. But Jacob will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
We just talked about that with Kimmons, just being able to change speeds. Check it out here, a little hezzy, go by, gather, able to finish on that play, but get an opportunity to get 2 more points here at the line. Quick update here, Dragons are 5 of 10 for 50% from behind the 3-point line, so shooting it fairly well so far. Benega knocks down that second free throw.
Just like before, makes 1 of 2. 31-22, the Dragon lead is 9. Here at the 6:06 mark of the first half. Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe, 16, 17. This is year 8 together.
Yes.
Been through COVID, been through championships. It's a jump ball. Been through a tough 7-22 season. Through good times and in bad. We'll make it happen for you.
Is that a song?
Should be.
Should be.
Yeah. It's my next #1 hit.
Steve's classic.
Steve's hits.
Steve's hits.
Now available on 8-track and cassette. Stanley Williams. Benega looked up. That's a long way. Rebound taken down by Matthew. Stanley Williams couldn't get the rebound. It goes to Benega. Here comes Baumgartner. Logan Kinsey to the rim with a purpose. Too hard. Rebound to Roy Grigsby. Here comes Sean Matthew.
Oh, that's tough.
You want to talk about a tough angle and a tough shot.
Matthew finishing with the contact.
Geometrically wonderful. Baumgartner
bang inside.
did a 7-20. Sluice the rebound. Sluice across midcourt.
Good, Ian. Good, Ian.
Jacob Everson, Menasha, Wisconsin. Spinorama on Jaden Stanley Williams, who was too good defensively. Jaden with the block. We drip below 4 minutes and 20 seconds. The Dragons lead at 31-24. Myron runs into his mini double team. Improvises with the left hand.
Great find.
Jacob Benega's open because Gavin Baumgartner got quadruple teamed.
That's the team chemistry that you talk about, Steve, that you hope your team can have as you move forward. You talk about January and February. Great find there by Baumgartner to Benega.
He likes to dish the ball, according to his mom. And you know what? I'm not going to argue with Julie.
Loose, able to connect. Baumgartner with the rebound.
Did I say Julie? Karen. Sorry. Baumgartner. Skeet defends. Benninga creates. Nope. Rebound to Everson. Skeet has an opening all the way in and was too far underneath the basket, but apparently there was a foul called by Brad Yorkovich, which leads to the media timeout. Jaden Stanley Williams whistled for the foul. 3:12 remaining in the first half. The Dragons lead it by 10.
We've all been there. People are counting on you and something goes wrong. Whether you're in a meeting, celebrating, or any group setting, food should be the least of your worries. At MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo, we start fresh with the best ingredients, and our culinary artists work together to create your favorite dishes. You can rest easy when we deliver the best experience right when you need it. Relax and contact the professionals at MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo today.
Play, and they'll make sure that they wipe up the floor as well as we see Malik Willingham check in. And they're calling for some towels over there. Coach Sal Phillips, never one to shy away from a good floor scrubber. Goes over there, the stanchion on my left, and grabs the floor mop here to make sure everything is dried up appropriately out there. Is now Chase Bartlett is grabbing at his right leg. And Coach Sal Phillips gets a nice round of applause from the fans here. And the conversation going on between the officials. I think it's whether or not this was Reedy in possession to get a foul and get free throws, get a 1-and-1 here. Or if it was a loose ball completely and we get no free throws.
Little look in to the Barnett Center in Aberdeen. Marcus Skeet to the free throw line. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Sean Matthew. 10, not 1. Matthew makes 1 of 2. Rebound taken down by Kinsey. The Dragons are up by 9. They've led by as many as 10. 3:06 remaining here in the first half. Benninga.
Yes, excellent read there by Jacob. Knock it down. Yet another three-pointer for the Dragons. 13 early points for Jacob Benninga. Coming into the game, averaging 17. Interesting to see if he can continue to shoot at such a high clip. Great outside defense there by Jacob.
Checks his rearview mirror and scores.
Coast to coast by Benninga. We talked about those transition buckets, creating turnovers, leading to easy baskets for the Dragons.
I hope to tell all the kids that come into the Next Level Basketball Academy. Oh, here we go. Watch out. Gabe Myrick can jump. Let's go. He'll score. The points off turnovers that Jared talked about in his Bledsoe Bullets are paying major dividends for the Dragons.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
MSUM Dining does catering. They'll deliver the business meetings and other events. We'll work with you to create a menu that fits your taste, budget, and style. Visit MSUM Catering's website to create your menu today. What's the points off turnovers right now? It's something large to something not large, isn't it?
Yes, Dragons 11, Golden Bears 0.
That's a difference of 11, isn't it?
Easy math. Yeah, great job there, Steve.
2 minutes right about now remaining in the first half. Kimmons stuck. That's some Gabe Myron sturdy defense. Skeet all the way in and scores his first 2 points of the game. That was another one of your bullets. Somebody needs to help Antoine Kimmins. He can't do it all himself.
Right.
Mathieu has done his part so far with 8, but 2 from Skeet, 2 from Sluice, O'Neal, Perry, Grigsby has 3.
Concordia will definitely need more. Skeet coming in averaging close to 14 a game. Is McGee with yet another fadeaway. 9 points for him on the evening.
Kimmins, no. Kinsey the rebound. Zimmer provided the defense. Myron. Hands off to McGee. Benega, no.
Kinsey, get in there and be strong, causing a jump ball. The Concordia St. Paul basketball. This is something we talked about in the bench play, though.
And that's why Tim Bergstrasser's on his feet, giving his Dragons as a whole and Kinsey a standing ovation. He told me, I said, all right, Mankato, just that, get your blood boiling, right? That's tomorrow afternoon. Got to take care of business tonight. He said, we got to focus on ourselves. We're under a minute. Skeet. Nobody home, but fortunately for Concordia, McGee knocked the ball out of bounds. Quick shout out. Hopefully our friend Josh Deere, one of the best and great guys, sports information directors, is that what they call them, assistant athletic directors at Concordia. Hopefully watching tonight with his great family, Skeet. This ball gets kicked and kneed, and Benega's on the floor because that's what he does. And this jump ball is going to go over to MSUM on the turnover. Everson comes back in.
Great job by both teams being scrappy, getting on the floor. Dragons rewarded with the basketball possession arrow. Last possession of the quarter here. Of the half, I should say. Last possession of the half for the Dragons.
10 seconds left in the first half. Benega. Step back 3.
Bucket.
Everson, good if it goes. Nope. And the Dragons will take a 46-27 lead into the first half, as we're going to have an opportunity to talk with Dragon head coach Tim Bergstrasser here in just a moment. There's Coach Bergstrasser. Tell me about how, in your words, how your team played in the first half.
In the first 5 or 8 minutes, we didn't have a lot of juice, in my opinion. We couldn't guard anybody either, but we picked it up off a couple timeouts. We understood that we could try to keep people in front, force them into some turnovers. Overall, offensively, they've been struggling to guard us so far. We just got to do a better job of spacing things out.
Look, we always talk about the guy who gets the offensive numbers. I don't know if we've ever talked about Jacob Benega one-on-one. Why is he been able, 36 on Saturday, a boatload here in the first half tonight. Why is he so dangerous scoring the basketball?
He's just a warrior in his heart, so I think that does a lot of it for him, but he's a quick guy and he's a natural scorer. We like to be him facilitating point guard every once in a while, but he's got a lot of confidence right now to go at people, and we're giving him that rein, and he's a guy that can hit tough shots, and when he understands he's got other scorers around him too, he'd be dangerous. And
extremely unselfish as well. Tim Bergstrasser, thank you very much for your time. Good luck in the second half. Coach Bergstrasser giving us a word to make us wiser. His Dragons lead at the half, 45-27. You're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon men's basketball on the Dragons Digital Network.
It's so much more than just a place to live. Bridges Apartments, located next to NDSU, offers all-inclusive leasing. Units are fully furnished with modern kitchens and include all utilities with internet and TV. Bridges provides a community that supports students with many conveniences, like a state-of-the-art fitness center, controlled access keyless entry, gaming area, cyber cafe, and more. Call now and get up to $4,000 in lease incentives. Bridges Apartments, this is living.
One new place for two people, plus two distinct styles, plus two of everything, plus one budget divided by two. Life math is complicated. Financial experts
Hi there.
make it easier. Affinity Plus.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and burgers. There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
The Go team, we like to call ourselves the champions of Dragon Pride. And what that means is that we want to be champions of the brand of MSUM Dragons. The clothes we wear and the comments that we make and just being positive and excited about being Dragons. And the other side of that is being good at what we do. We have a lot of opportunities to win awards, and we've won 13 national awards in the last 5 years. And so we want to be the best representations of our brand and champions in everything that we do, and helping our other Dragon teams become champions in what they're trying to do. It's an internship that's going to be different from anything else I think you're going to find, because we really strategically try to find the strengths of the individual and craft the role around those. So it's not just a cookie cutter, you're going to be doing this, you're going to be doing that. You really get to make the experience whatever you want it to be. And we're firm believers, and you get what you put into anything. And so the harder you work, the better the experience is going to be. And if it's surrounded around your strengths, you're actually going to enjoy it too.
I'm Erin Lemaire. I am a production assistant and assistant student director at the Go team. I joined the Go team because it was a good chance to get experience in filmmaking in a more live production setting. I like a lot of different aspects of being on the Go team. I like running the cameras and doing all sorts of the stuff with like the broadcasting, but I also like switching, pushing the buttons and doing replay, so all sorts of things.
My name's Laurel Hoseth. I take pictures for the Go team during athletic events. I've always kind of liked sports and I love photography, so I thought this would be a good fit since I know how sports work, and I kind of am learning about my camera, and so I decided to get more experience. I feel really proud that your work is being used and it's actually appreciated.
I am Brent Keel. I am the audio video editor and production assistant with the Go team. I joined the Go team to put something on my resume that was beyond just I showed up to a class, and something to show employers that I have some real world experience.
My name is Macy Miller. For the Go team, I'm a promotions coordinator. So I get to handle all of the in-game promotions. Pretty much they give me a mic and I get to make everybody excited to be here. So that includes like running games, throwing out t-shirts. I get to smile a lot, so I really like that.
If somebody was thinking about joining the Go team, I would tell them to definitely just try it out. At least for a game or two, just to see if they like it.
These people that you'll be working with have a lot of pull in your career, and they also give you a lot of experience that you'll need in order to start a career.
There's a lot of real experience you can get that doesn't just apply to just sports.
Producing it, in all honesty, is a really cool opportunity that we allow our students to have. And just getting involved on campus is a great way to meet people, network, and just have a good time.
It's really easy to join the Go team. All you have to do is go to msumdragons.com/Go team and fill out the application. It's just your name, phone number, email, and just send us your resume. We'll bring you in for an interview, get to know you a little bit, and see if you're the right fit culturally for what we're trying to do here. But go to msumdragons.com/Go team to apply today. Today's live coverage on the Dragons Digital Network is brought to you by our broadcast partners: Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union, BSN Sports, Buffalo Wild Wings, Brant Hospitality Group, including the Radisson Blue, the Holiday Inn, the Holiday Inn Express, and the Courtyard by Marriott Fargo. The Bridges Apartments, Herbert and Gerberts, Forum Communications, Inforum, WDAY, Gate City Bank, Matt Bus, Midco, Papa John's, Richards Transportation, MSUM Dining by Sodexo, State Farm Agent David Eggers, and Minnesota State University Moorhead.
So this is men here at 5:30, the way they do it here in the Northern Sun now until further notice. So these are all men's scores. Dragons up 45-27, Duluth leading at the University of Sioux Falls 27-19. That's a battle of Titans. Augustana taking care of Crookston, St. Cloud State, and Southwest are tight. Wayne State muscling Bemidji State in the first half. Upper Iowa out in Bismarck and Western North Dakota this weekend. Minot and Winona 29-28. Northern State leading Minnesota State Mankato. We had that live look-in a couple of moments ago. Northern State up 11 at halftime, or in the first half. This look around the league is presented by Richards. Take a look at the upcoming schedule. Remember, women's basketball after this game, and then tomorrow the Dragons will take on Minnesota State Mankato, men at 3:30, women at 5:30. For Concordia St. Paul, they go south into Aberdeen tomorrow and play men 4 o'clock, women 6 o'clock. This look ahead at the schedule for both Concordia and the Dragons is presented by Bell Bank. We're back with more, including Jared drawing it up with Roland. After this, you're watching live coverage of MSU Moorhead Dragon men's basketball on the Dragons Digital Network.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you.
Contact local agent Dave Eggers for your personal price plan today.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
All right, let's get a little offensive tonight as we draw it up with Roland for each team. What do you have?
Yes, so we want to look at these Golden Bears and how they got a couple of their points. As we watch here, we got Antoine breaking down the defense, kicking it to Ahmad El Neal. All right, so a little scramble play, scramble action here. And we've seen Kimmons break down the defense, set himself up for buckets, but right here, sets El Neal up with a nice little floater. Solid job there for the Golden Eagles. And then want to watch Jacob Benninger. High IQ play here. Get a little pass here, and he's just going to make the read. Watch his defender, make the read, pop back out. And he's been doing a solid job knocking down the 3 of 7. This will be one of his three-pointers as we watch here. Little feed. Reads the screen perfectly, steps back, bang, nothing but nylon for Jacob Benningen on that 3.
A lot more ways to skin a cat than one, isn't there?
It is.
Jared's drawing it up with Roland, making us just a little smarter here on a Friday night. Dragons up by 18.
We've all been there. People are counting on you and something goes wrong. Whether you're in a meeting, celebrating, or any group setting, food should be the least of your worries. At MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo, we start fresh with the best ingredients, and our culinary artists work together to create your favorite dishes. You can rest easy when we deliver the best experience right when you need it. Relax and contact the professionals at MSUM Catering Services by Sodexo today.
This is Kimmins. That's a quick first move. Pull himself off the glass. McGee, oh, quick first step.
Nice move there by McGee, getting to the basket.
He's selfish, like there. And the running one-hander by El Neal. Here comes Sean Matthew. You want to talk about a tough angle and a tough shot. Improvises with the left hand. Jacob Benning is open because Gavin Baumgartner got quadruple teamed. Next level basketball academy. Oh, here we go. Watch out. Gabe Myron can jump. Let's go. Go score. 45-27. You can see all of the numbers pretty much for the Dragons. High shooting, low turnovers. Just what number pops out for you so far?
You just pointed it out, the turnovers. Only 3 turnovers, and obviously the Dragons continue to shoot at a high clip, and that's the reason for this lead.
You also mentioned the points off of turnovers. You see that low number, but then you see Concordia with 8, but a lot of them have resulted in points as well for the Dragons.
Yes, we talked about the transition points, create turnovers, and we've seen the Dragons as a high-flying team can throw it down, and they've done just that so far.
Game summary presented by Papa John's, Steve DeStacio, Jared Bledsoe from our little perch here in Nemzik, enjoying the band, enjoying this doubleheader here tonight. Tim Bergstrasser told me before the game, mentioned this in the first half, Dragons have to focus and play their game. You know, he mentioned the first couple minutes, sure, but Concordia also played well. For Concordia, right, this is going to be an uphill climb. You're the Golden Bears and Matt Fletcher. What'd you tell your team in the halftime locker room?
You got to come out and compete. You got to exceed the energy. We saw a couple plays, both teams getting on the floor, Dragons able to come away with that ball. And then as we talked about, players have to step up. Obviously, Antoine's done a phenomenal job getting inside, but only 2 players for this Golden Eagles team average double figures, so somebody else has to step up.
If you're Tim Bergstrasser, up by 18, he's been with this program and all these players throughout pretty much their entire careers. What do you think his message was at halftime?
I'm sure he was fired up. As he talked about, defense wins championships, and so he's looking for the energy and effort on that defensive end.
All right, 45-27 as we get started here in the second half. Benninga, Jaden Stanley-Williams, McGee, Baumgartner, and Zimmer, the starting 5 for the Dragons. On the floor, I see Everson, Grigsby, Skeet, Kimmins, and Matthew on the floor for Concordia. Here we go, second half underway. Here comes Marcus Skeet and Matthew. Skeet with a couple of, oh, he pulled a Gavin Baumgartner on Gavin Baumgartner.
Nice little floater.
Nicely done by Marcus Skeet.
Little floater in the lane for Skeet, getting the Golden Bears off to a good start here in the second half.
McGee. Oh, hung in the air for just that extra little step. 47-29, 19-14 left to go. This is Grigsby. Oh, he found Antoine Kimmins. That's what I was talking about in the first half. That's what impresses me the most about Kimmins. Not afraid to distribute the basketball.
Didn't force the 3, had it. Coming into the game shooting just over 27% from behind the 3-point line. Wisely gave it up. But again, Dragons did a solid job defensively, not giving up any points on that possession.
Do you want to see Kimmins in a situation like this, right? You said solid job defensively. Dragons locked in. Here's Baumgartner. Scooping. No. Baumgartner, or Zimmer rather. Players falling everywhere. Everson, nope. And that's knocked out of bounds by Grigsby. Do you want to see Kimmins shoot more?
I'm sure as a player of his caliber knows when, all right, I need to turn it on and look to make something happen. Obviously, you've seen the last couple possessions trying to set his teammates up, try to get them going. As we talked about at the break, somebody else has to step up.
Somebody's got to get hot for Concordia St. Paul if they're going to try to work into this lead. And now here's Benninga off the Zimmer rebound, and now Dane knocks the ball out of bounds. And to your point also, Kimmins is 3 of 9. It's not like he's lights out.
Right. He's got inside, made some buckets inside the lane, but he's all, as you just mentioned, he's missed a few too.
There's an offensive foul. They got Grigsby. That's his first.
John Grigsby moving on that screen.
We were 12-12. And ever since then, just like Coach Bergstrasser said, first 5 minutes, teams feeling each other out, but since then it's been all Dragons. Baumgartner couldn't get the roll, but he'll go to the line. This is personal foul number 3 on Marcus Skeet as Baumgartner heads to the free throw line for 2. You mentioned help. Baumgartner, 6-year senior. It's his first point tonight.
First point, but 7 dimes. 7 dimes. I mean, he's setting his teammates up for success. We talked about keeping an eye on this young man. Not able to connect on that second free throw, but a great job distributing the basketball.
Grigsby couldn't get it to go. Jaden Stanley Williams. Dragons trying to make this a rout. They're up by 19 with 17:25. They have Minnesota State Mankato tomorrow afternoon. Stanley Williams. Nope.
Dane Zimmer has been very active on the offensive glass so far this evening.
Look at this ball movement. Benninga from the 3rd row. Nice job. 20 for Jacob Benninga. It's 51-29. There's Kimmins.
And again, we talked about it. You'll know when to turn it on. If they want to hang around, obviously down 20, you got to do something.
Might want to come up with a stop. Might want to get a rebound. Benninga. No. This is Skeet. Everson from deep. Got it.
Nice decision there by Skeet, setting up Everson for his first 3 of the evening.
He shoots 34% from downtown, 51-34. 16:25 left to go here from Moorhead.
Great ball movement by
McGee
the
for
Dragons.
3.
Excellent ball movement by the Dragons. Zimmer setting up McGee for 3.
Kimmins up top, Everson. Spinorama on Jaden Stanley Williams. Here comes Kimmins inside.
Tough finish by Kimmins.
Just another level to what he can do. Now he saw the power move, using his shoulder to defend. As Benninga, don't think he intended that to go off glass. Grigsby, a little limp. Here's Skeet. Everson lowered his shoulder and got whistled for it.
Great job there by Jacob Benninga, moving his feet, standing in front of the offensive player, getting it done on both ends. You mentioned 20 points, 4 of 10 from behind the three-point line, and be able to go down and draw a charge off the bounce, that's tough.
Sure his coach loves.
Oh, yes. This is how you love being in the film room. If you're that player, if you're Jacob, he's going to talk about that in film. It's Kinsey able to secure that ball, Dragon basketball.
I remember being on the bus with Chad Walthall. God, our guys, they love taking offensive fouls. I can't believe, it's a business decision.
Oh, yeah.
As far as your health, right?
Right, it is.
You get in front of some moving truck, I'm sure it's not fun all the time.
Oh, great dive.
Oh!
Excellent court vision there by Baumgartner, setting Zimmer up for the jam. Wow.
Didn't know a jam sandwich was on the menu on a Friday night. Perry inside, scores. 8 assists, Baumgartner.
8 dimes, 4 boards. Impressive so far.
Magino. Here comes Antoine Kimmons.
Oh, great hands there by Zimmer.
Kinsey. And a foul. And the media timeout. And I think Skeet, I think Skeet's going to argue something I saw too. I thought I saw Kinsey flail an arm, 14-18, left to go. It's all Dragons here in the second half.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Papa John's papadillas for just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
It's so much more than just a place to live. Bridges Apartments, located next to NDSU, offers all-inclusive leasing. Units are fully furnished with modern kitchens and include all utilities with internet and TV. Bridges provides a community that supports students with many conveniences like a state-of-the-art fitness center, controlled access keyless entry, gaming area, cyber cafe, and more. Call now and get up to $4,000 in lease incentives. Bridges Apartments, this is living.
Papa John's is tonight's sponsor. Here in Fargo Moorhead, they have a special offer. Use coupon code DRAGONS35 every day to get 35% off your entire order in the FM area. They're the official pizza vendor for the Dragons. Papa John's. That was Marcus Skeet's 4th foul. He'll sit down. Again, Zimmer. Oh, they were looking for the alley-oop. Oh, they got Kinsey a foul underneath. First foul whistled on the Dragons. Here in the second half. Here is Matthew.
Oh, great help side there by Jacob Benning. The Dragons looking to run.
Kinsey all the way in.
Nice strong finish there by Kinsey in transition. 12 dimes so far for the Dragons. Very unselfish basketball.
And how many turnovers?
Only 5 turnovers.
That's a 12-to-5 ratio. They call me Ratio to Statio. What do you want?
I've never heard that, but this is 8 years in, and I'm just hearing about this nickname.
Learn something every day. Look at that Dragon defense. Baumgartner mopping the floor. Kinsey, there they got him. Okay. Fans aren't going to like that. They're all perfectionists. Stanley Williams and Myron back in for the Dragons. Hoffman back in for Concordia St. Paul. 58-38, 13-21 left to go.
14 points off of turnovers for the Dragons. Still 0 points off of turnovers for this Golden Bears team.
Well, how are you going to get turnovers when you don't turn the ball over that often? Sluice from downtown. Ian Sluice with his 23rd three-pointer of the season. 58-41, 13 bells left to go as Benninga scores again.
Nice finish. Finding a seam there. Benninga with 22 points on the evening.
Kimmons turns it over. Here we go again. Myron. Uh-oh, are his eyes lit up? Better believe it.
Good job by Myron. Getting up in transition, and again, Dragons creating points off of those turnovers. 16 now for the Dragons. And another turnover. Great job there by Stanley Williams.
Oh, Stanley Williams, are you kidding me? Jared, you got to help me. I can't do this.
Big time play here. Rip through, 2 dribbles, muscle up, fade away, bank shot. Opportunity for a 3-point play here for Stanley Williams. Wow. I have to ask him later on, did he call glass on that one?
You're worried about him calling glass when he's scoring from his
right.
backside.
Oh, wow.
I like my job. Stanley Williams. I got class.
Yes.
To the free throw line for 1. The lead is 24, 65, 41, 12-15 left to go. Kimmons. Nope. The fouls on Gabe Myron.
Concordia want to make any game of this, yeah. Kimmons has to be more aggressive and try to finish in the lane.
There's a good look at Kimmons, 6-foot junior. Richards Transportation has been a proud supporter and transporter of the Dragons for years. Call 218-233-3404 and book your next trip with Richards. 13 and now 14 for Antoine Kimmons. 65, this guy's D1. He's proven he belonged at Northern Iowa. 65-43, 12 minutes left to go. Trevor Kaiser in the game for the Dragons, 6'2" senior out of Dassel, Minnesota. Myron banging inside and scoring.
Nice job by Myron, getting to a familiar spot, muscling up for the bucket.
Kimmons had to get out of the lane. Sluice for 3, got it.
Sluice knocking down his second 3 on the evening.
67-46. Myron.
Nice interior pass with a throwdown, and the young fella Kinsey throws it down with authority.
Well, didn't see that coming. 69-46.
We just saw some of what Coach Tim Bergstresser is seeing in practice.
I don't know if that's a turnover or just sloppy play. Benninga.
That's a heat check 3 from Benninga in the transition. Knocking down his 5th triple.
I don't know what a heat check is, but it must be good because Benninga's shooting it and scoring. 25 for Jacob. Oh, he's going to do something that we haven't seen for decades if he gets a few more buckets. Keep that in your hip pocket. 72-48. You might not be involved in the start of the game. Benninga again!
Nice job there by Benninga, just breaking down the defense and finishing.
Oh my. I've been waiting for this. 10 minutes left to go as Grigsby gets loose inside. Oh, sorry, Perry. 32. We'll get it right, 74-50.
Great find.
Kinsey stuck. A rare Dragon turnover. Just their 5th. Is it Sluice again?
Sluice. Knocking down his 3rd 3.
And a timeout, 9:32 left to go. The Dragons still in control.
One new place for 2 people. Plus 2 distinct styles. Plus 2 of everything. Plus 1 budget divided by 2. Life math is complicated. Financial experts
Hi there.
make it easier. Affinity Plus.
Hey, there you go, Jared. Happy? They're in the house.
Football. Oh, and they've moved them. They moved them.
They're tricky.
Close.
They're elusive, right?
Yes.
Coach Lockaway tells you gotta adjust, right? There are some Dragon fans enjoying tonight's ball game. They're up 74-53 with 9:32. Look at that. What's his shirt say? Power hitter? Kid's already calling a shot. Let's take a look at some insights or some stats presented by Affinity Plus.
Yes, both teams shooting over 50% from the field. Dragons, solid job dominating the boards, but again, valuing the basketball. Only 5 turnovers. Done a phenomenal job. 19 points off of those 14 turnovers. The Golden Bears.
You're magic with those bullets. I'm sure you stayed up all night. 74-53. 9:30 left to go. Here's Myron. Jaden Stanley Williams up top. He's being defended by Cal Green. He's out of Matamidi, Minnesota. And Jaden Stanley Williams with 16. 76-63. That was supposed to be an alley-oop. The alley was there, but it went off the glass. That was a bricked alley. Oh, nice. What a move by Benninga.
That's by Benninga.
1 point away. 78-53. It's the largest lead of the night. Sluice followed his shot. Kimmins. No. Here comes Baumgartner. Is he going to look for 4? Nope, he finds 1. That's McGee. Myron wants it in the post. Or on the block. Benninga! No. That ball goes out of bounds. 8:09 left to go. Zimmer in. Stanley Williams exit. Stage right. Kimmins, a little one-on-one.
Another bucket in the paint for Kimmins.
He made that look pretty easy. 16, yeah. He's going to get his points. He averages 21. He's on his way. Here's Benninga. And Lorenzo McGee trying to break down Sluice. Step back 3 off the front of the rim. Kimmins the rebound up ahead to Sluice. McGee sprinted back to tip that ball up 23 with 7.5 minutes left. That's the effort. Oh, here we go. 3-on-1. Benninga in the middle.
Great D. Great transition bucket again off turnover. Point 21 for the Dragons off points. And they forced a turnover.
That is Gavin Baumgartner's first bucket tonight. Kimmins followed his shot and scored. 18 for Antoine Kimmins. 7 minutes left. I want to see Jacob score one more point. We're not rooting here. We're neutral. Everyone knows that. Here it is. Benninga. Nope, but he's going to go to the free throw line. I don't know how much of an aficionado you are on Dragons basketball. You're certainly one of the great scorers in Dragon history. You can score basketball, Jared. Brett Beeson put the ball in the hoop. Averaged 33 points his senior year. And he did something that Jacob Benninga just did for the first time since Beeson. Back-to-back 30-point performances for the first time since Beeson did it in his last 6 games in 1996.
What were you doing in 96?
Not broadcasting Dragon games, although I had a Dragon season of football.
Okay.
I had just done West Fargo Legion baseball. 31 for Benninga, 82-57. This is Matthew for 3. You don't know how long I worked on that. Back to back to back to back to back to back. I had to go into some pretty dusty files in the back room. And now Benninga just did it. 67 his last 2 games. Here's Kaiser.
Matthew with the steal.
That is a walk, or in the NBA they call that a Euro step. Here comes Benninga. Kaiser from deep. Nope. Couple teams just balling. I think they know who the better team is. Yep, that's the right call. Benninga gets called for the foul. That's the 4th team foul. Whistle here on the Dragons in this second half. Kinsey comes back in for the Dragons.
Great anticipation there by Lorenzo McGee. Dragons come away with yet another steal.
Another turnover on Concordia St. Paul. Here's Baumgartner. He has 8 assists. Trying to get fancy. Oh, Kinsey tried to go big time, and now Zimmer lost the ball out of bounds.
This young fella is exciting to watch. Take off. Looked like what it was almost outside the lane for the throwdown. Not able to connect. Golden Bears basketball.
Kinsey grabs the rebound. 5:05 left to go. 82-60. Women to follow. Don't adjust your sets. It's what the NSIC agreed upon a couple years ago. Women wanted some prime time, not just for the men. Here's Sluice from downtown. No. Kinsey a rebound. So the men will play first. Women will play second. That's the way it will be the rest of the regular season. In the NSIC tournament, I think it's really neat that, hey, the men will play sometimes the early game in the championship, and then the women. Sometimes the women go first, then the men. They switch off every year. Baumgartner, triple team, fouled. And we have a timeout with 4:19 left to go. The Dragons are up by 22. It's not fun all the time.
Oh, great dive. Oh! Excellent court vision there by Baumgartner. Set Zimmer up for the jam. Wow.
There's Gavin Baumgartner. You don't think, I just think this guy he got the assist of the game into Logan Kinsey, presented by your good neighbor, State Farm agent David Eggers. I hope, and I think he is, pretty mature guy. I think you just soaked up your senior year, especially when you got a good team.
Right, and you talk about Coach Tim Bergstreicher addressing it. You got other scorers, so it forces the attention to be on the player. You don't have the opportunity to help ball from too many players on this team, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal to watch. Difference in the ball game. Clearly the points off turnovers. 23 points for the Dragons, only 3 points off turnovers for Concordia St. Paul.
Fresh ingredients, hand-sliced cheese, and chef-inspired soups and sandwich recipes that will surprise and delight. Go to herbertandgerberts.com to order online for pickup and delivery, and remember to live life flavorfully. We got a lot of Jacob Benniga tonight. How about some Eddie Benniga?
Let's see young Eddie Benniga get some playing time.
4:18 left to go. Hey, Dean's in the house. He gets to watch both his kids.
Yeah, Dean's
pretty cool.
Dad, yeah, Dean and Dad in the building. Brought his own seat.
Yep. Ahmad Al-Neal couldn't hit the three. Here's Eddie Benniga. Oh, you know who we might see tonight. Oh, here we go. Zimmer. Oh, inside to Kinsey.
Great interior passing tonight by Zimmer. Setting Kinsey up for his second jam.
We're going to get to see some local players. Here we go. Owen Heckner, Davies, Drew Hagan, Moorhead, ready to check in. Oh, here we go. Come on. We need a whistle. There we go. Jordan Johnson's also going to check in. 6'1" redshirt freshman out of Elkhorn, Wisconsin. And Chance Fazio, my guy. 7-foot redshirt freshman from Fergus Falls, Minnesota. You know why he's my guy?
Why is he your guy?
He's bigger than the both of us.
Chance gets a chance.
There we go.
See if they go for a post feed right away. I know you're foaming at the mouth for it.
Oh, there we go. The future of the Dragons on display. Jordan Johnson looking inside to Chance. You can't miss him, Jordan. Drew Hagan only hits glass. Dragons still fighting. Sluice giving it up. Al-Neal, no. Johnson the loose ball. 3:10 left to go. Benniga, no, he had a chance. Here comes Ahmad Al-Neal out of Phoenix. Fazio grabs the rebound.
Nice job there by Fazio, ripping down that rebound. Oh, nice rebound there by Fazio.
Oh boy, Johnson!
Big time move there by Johnson. Getting an ovation from this crowd.
Matthew, no. Owen Heckner the rebound. Heckner averaged 13 points per game at Davies as a junior. 2:05 left to go. Eddie Benniga. Up top, Drew Hagan. Jared Perry keeping an eye on Fazio. This is the most we've gotten to see him play, isn't it? Fazio sets a screen. Oh, he should get 2 points for that.
Nice job there by Johnson. Little floater off the backboard. Kind whirl around roll.
Roy Grigsby comes in, Cal Green back in, and Caden Hoffman. Like 3 Arizonans on the roster for Concordia St. Paul. This is Cal. Oh boy, Cal Green!
Green taking off, bring the thunder.
This is sometimes what you can benefit in a 30-point game.
Yeah, showing what you can
Tim
do.
Bergstrasser, you're not happy because the Red Sea just got parted. But Cal Green, his eyes lit up. This is Owen Heckner from downtown. No. 1:10 left to go. Here comes Concordia St. Paul. It's Cal Green again.
The redshirt freshman showing what he can do in these last few minutes.
Cal Green saying, get the ball to me. I'm taking high percentage shots. Eddie Benninga. No. His brother's going to outscore him tonight. Looks like the final's going to be, what, 31-0? Always remember the Reggie Miller and Cheryl Miller story. Reggie and his dad and mom were driving in the car. They pick up Cheryl, or Cheryl picks up Reggie.
Yeah.
She goes, how many points you have? As you look at Tim Bergstrasser. He goes, I had a good game. I had 55 points tonight. What'd you do? Cheryl goes, I had a good game. Had 100.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, boy. Jordan Johnson. No.
Eddie Benninga with the rebound. Dragons pull it out.
Well, they're going to have to shoot again or get a violation. Dragons with just 6 turnovers tonight, and they're going to eat one here with 6.6 seconds left to go. Just a terrific performance from the Dragons tonight, and I think Concordia St. Paul has seen enough as well. 90-64, the Dragons win. They move to 16-3 after pretty dominating performance here tonight. We're going to talk with Jacob Benninga here in a couple of moments. All right, let's take care of some business. Take a look at our play of the game presented by Herbert and Gerberts. A steal. This is what Jared had talked about all night long. Points off turnovers. Jacob Benninga, 2 of his 31. That's our play of the game presented by Herbert and Gerberts. Bold between the breads. Speaking of Jacob Benninga, it's his night tonight. We gave a shout out to Dad, and now the crossover leading to 2 more points, just finding many, many different ways to score this evening. Jacob Benninga, our newsmaker of the game, with 31 points, presented by the Forum of Fargo Moorhead. Call 241-5445 today to get the Forum of Fargo Moorhead delivered tomorrow. Jacob, you with us? You're going to make a habit of this? Where is this? We all know you can score. I don't know what you just did tonight, but that's 67 points in the last 2 games. What's going on?
Shoot, that's crazy. Just faith from my teammates and my coaching staff. You know, we got so many weapons that other teams have to focus on, and you know, sometimes it's going to be my night. A lot of times it's going to be other guys' night. So that's why I love playing on this team. You know, I have so much trust in my teammates, and the coaches put the trust in me too. And you know, it's just love all around. Jacob,
I mentioned this with Coach Tim Bergstrasser before the game. There is something in the I don't know if it's in the dictionary or not. It's called a trap game. You guys got Minnesota State Mankato. They're pretty good. They come into the house tomorrow afternoon. How did you stay focused on Concordia St. Paul here this afternoon or this evening?
I mean, they're a really good team. They keep, no matter what the record is in this league, you know, they keep games close. I think Coach mentioned they've won 6 of their 7 past second halves in the past 7 games, and that's a really good team. They got really talented guys, and you know, there's no, you know, you hear the term trap game, but us as a veteran team and a good coaching staff, we never let that affect us. And no matter if we have slow starts or what it is, like, every team is good in this league. So I think we did a good job staying focused throughout the week. And I've got to do this thing called Stat of the Game. I'm going to give it to you. Maybe you can talk to Dad about it. I don't know if you know who the name Brett Beeson, but you just first back-to-back 30-point performances since Beeson in 1996 when he was All-American. Just a scoring spree, but staying unselfish as well, which is what we love up here. Appreciate your time. Thanks, Jacob. All right, Jacob Benninga. You know what? That's going to be our stat of the game on the website. I got a different stat of the game, and it might put a smile on my partner's face. Tonight was the first time the Dragons posted their 4th regular season victory in a row over Concordia since they won 80-54. They won 90-54 tonight. Over Concordia, January 17th, 2003 in St. Paul. My guy Jared Bledsoe led 5 Dragons in double figures with a game-high 17. Stat of the game presented by Buffalo Wild Wings. Let's look ahead real quick. Tomorrow, Concordia St. Paul plays at 4 o'clock.
at Northern State. You can watch that game on the NSIC network. The Dragon men take on Minnesota State Mankato at 3:30. That look ahead is presented by Bell Bank. One more time, Steve, Jared, talking about Brett. We're going back into the archives. We're talking about some pretty special performances, and I think that was just Jacob doing his thing. He just happened to finish tonight with 31.
That was fun to watch. See him get going, as you mentioned, knocking down shots, transition, heads he crosses. Just fun to watch him get buckets. Keep it going.
And I asked you at the beginning, you're playing a team that's down. Concordia St. Paul, they're rebuilding under Matt Fletcher.
Right.
We like what we saw. But these Dragons, it's hard to play these games. They played hard the final 35, 36 minutes of this game.
Yes, Coach Bergstreitzer talked about that, really picking it up, playing Dragon-style basketball, intensity on the defensive end, as we saw, creating turnovers, getting easy points.
All right, men are done. You got to stick around. We still have another game.
Okay, I'm all for it.
We'll do that. All right, that's going to do it for us. We're going to turn this webcast off for about 25 minutes, and then we'll rejoin you as the Dragon women will take on Concordia St. Paul. Once again, your final score, the Dragons 90, Golden Bears 64.